Om Mapada Papahaktaram Dataram Tadvatam Padam Lokabiramam Sriramam Bhugo Bhugo Namamyaham Manojabam Maratulya Vegam Jitendikam Buddhimatam Varistam Bhatat Manarayudamakyam Sriramadutam Shirasan Namami Patrachala Siddhitaramaya Namaha Prarthanam Samarpayami. Jai Shri Ram Rao garu.
జై శ్రీరామ్ అండి. గురుగారు మీరు ఒకసారి పర్మిషన్ ఇస్తే ఒకసారి అందరికీ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ ఇచ్చేద్దాం. మంచిదండి. నమస్తే ఎవ్రీవన్. జై శ్రీరామ్ అండి గురుగారు. సో జై శ్రీరామ్ టు ఎవ్రీవన్ who have joined this call so far and also watching this program online on the website www.jaishriram.org. And please kindly make a note, this event is being recorded just for the benefit of to share this video recording on the Kalpavriksham page of www.jaishriram.org. So today, on behalf of all the devotees who are attending this call and as well as the Seva group, I am taking the humble opportunity to have Guru Garu's blessings today on the topic for today's Kalpavriksham is Lord Sri Rama and connection with 1008 Divyadesams. So definitely all of us know respected Guru Garu. So respected Guru Garu Archakam Sri Padmanabhacharya Garu is blessing us today from Cumming, Atlanta in Georgia. So respected Guru Garu is truly blessed to attain the Lord's Sankalpam of traveling in person to all 106 Divyadesams. So it is a very great opportunity to complete entire trip in one mandalam, which is 48 days. And along with that, Guru Garu's Divya Sankalpam is with the blessings of Lord Rama to perform total 1008 Kalyanams at devotees' homes, out of which already the Lord has blessed through Guru Garu's blessings 951 Kalyanams. And the Divya Sankalpam is to perform 1008 Kalyanam at the upcoming temple, Bhadradri Sri Rama Temple of USA. With that, it is a great opportunity for all of us to get the blessings of Guru Garu today and to learn the wonderful subject of the greatness of Lord Sri Rama and as well as how this 108 Divyadesam are connected. And on behalf of all of us, let us take the wonderful opportunity to get the blessings from Guru Garu to listen this rare topic. Guru Garu, Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram. So today's topic is Lord Sri Rama and 108 Divyadesams. So you might wonder, what is this? So Lord Sri Rama, he was in Tretayagam, so thousands of years back. And how he is connected and related to 108 Divyadesams. So first let us know, what is Divyadesams? So we have total 108 Divyadesams, to which 106 Divyadesams we can visit with our physical body. And the two other Divyadesams, we cannot be reached without physical body. They are number one, Vaikuntham. We can also call that as Paramapadam. And the other one is Kshirasagaram. We can call that as Palasamudram, Pal Kadal. So what is this? The Lord is in Vaikuntham, again he is in Kshetrasagaram, and again in so many Divideshams. So you may ask that question as well. So Lord keep blessing us in 5 different forms. The first form is Parasvarupam, Paravasudeva. So whenever he is in Vaikuntham, we can call his Paravasudeva. That's his form. And so there will be no access for any Maharshis or anybody to Vaikuntham. So once they enter, they never come back. So we call them as Nitya Suris. So Vishwaksenadi, Garuda, so Vishwaksena, and so we can call them as Suris. Ananta Suris keep serving the Lord at Vaikuntham, and so that's their position and their place. So for all Maharshis and Devatas, then how will they meet the Lord? So the next Swarupam is Vyuha Swarupam. So Vyuha Narayana, we call him as. So he will be in Kshetrasagara. So 6 months in a year. So we call that as Uttarayanam and Dakshinayanam. All Uttarayanam, he stays in Vaikuntham, and all Dakshinayanam, he stays in Kshetrasagara. So this is Dhanurmasam. So we are going through Dhanurmasam in this year. Dhanurmasam, Margali Masam, we call this as in our, what is that? Chandramanam. So we have 2 different calculations in Panchan. One is in Chandramanam, one is in Sauramanam. So according to Sauramanam, Dhanurmasam, whenever sun stays in Dhanus Rashi, in the zodiac signs, that masam we call that as Dhanurmasam. And according to Chandramanam, it is Margashira Masam. So this Dhanurmasam is the last month of this Dakshinayanam. And at this particular time, the Lord will be in Kshetrasagara. So in the form of Vyuha Narayana. And he is in Yoga Nidra, and anybody, so like rishis, who have such a divine power, and all the devatas can keep visiting that place. And again, he reaches to Vaikuntham on Makara Sankranti. The 14th of January, we get Makara Sankranti. Sankranti, from that day to the next July 15th, 6 months, he will be in Vaikuntham. So these 2 forms, Para Vasudeva and Vyuha Narayana, so in Vaikuntham and this Kshetrasagara. And then, so he is also keep appearing to bless the whole universe. So that in the incarnations, the Dashavatārams, like Prathayagam, he came as Narasimha Swami. Tretayagam, he came as Lord Rama. Dwaparayagam, he came as Lord Krishna. So Kaligam, he keep blessing us as Lord Venkateshwara, like this. So these are all Vibhava, his forms. And one more form will be there. So he keep blessing by staying within us. Antaryami Swarupa. We call that as Antaryami. See, somebody is helping. So within us, by staying within us, if we eat food, it gets digested. If we sleep, so we will wake up. So all the activities, so we call that as involuntary, involuntary. So that is not controlled by us. Somebody keep helping and doing all these activities. So we call that as Brahma Swarupam Antaryami, within our body, keep blessing us. So one more form, the 5th form is Archavataram. So Archavataram in the form of the deities, so keep staying in the temples. So he keeps, by staying in that form, keep blessing the whole universe. So these are different forms. So Lord is having and keep blessing us. So 108 Divadeshams is one of that form, which is called Archavataram. So in Archavataram, he stays in temple. So 108 Divadeshams are the holy places of Lord Sriman Narayana, which is in our country, spread around the country. And one Divadesham is also in Nepal. In Vaishnavism, several thousands of years back. So if you take up this historic calendar, so the Kali Yugam started just 5,000 years back. So before that, Dwapara Yugam was there. So at the end of Dwapara Yugam and at the beginning of Kali Yugam, we had some Alvars by name the great saints, the rishis or the gurus. So we call them as Alvars. So these Alvars are the 12 in numbers, and we have one woman Alvar. So because she is Goda Devi. So that's what we are offering all Dhanurmasam. If we remember Dhanurmasam or Margali Masam, so first we remember Goda Devi, Dhanurmasu Ratham, how she offered and how she attained moksha. So these 12 Alvars, so these Alvars visited all these temples around the country. So wherever they went, they sing some songs on the Lord, so which is in Tamil script. And they visited several places like this around the country. And so the songs which were sung by Alvars are very familiar as Nalayira Divya Prabandham. So Nalayiram means 4,000. So based on these 4,000 pashrams or shlokams, these Divadeshams are identified. So these Divadeshams, as I said, are there since so many thousands of years. And these Divadeshams are located at the banks of the rivers, at the banks of the ocean, on the mountains, in the forests. So if we look the rivers, so you name any river in India, it may be Ganga, Tunga, Yamuna, Godavari, Saraswati, Sindhu. So whatever the name, all these rivers. So it keeps flowing either Dividation, any of the Dividation. So all these rivers will be covered by all the Divideshams. In the sense, these Divideshams are located at the holy banks of the rivers. And also, if we give numbers for these Divideshams, so first Dividesham will be Srirangam. So we call this as Bhu Vaikuntham, so which is located in Tamil Nadu near Tiruchi. So this temple is located at the banks of the river Kaveri. If you look at this temple, even in Ramayana, so Lord Rama was used to perform prayers every day to Lord Sriman Narayana. At the end of the Ramayana, when Vibhishana came in Pushpaka Vimanam to Ayodhya, along with Rama Parivaram, Rama, Sita and Lakshmana and all Vanara Sainyams, they landed at Ayodhya. And after Pattabhishekam, so the Vibhishana, so with his very close attachment to Lord Rama, felt very sad to leave him. So, but he has to leave because now then he was the king of Ayodhya, Sri Lanka. The Rama made Vibhishana the king of that Sri Lanka. and he has to leave to Sri Lanka. So at that time, the Vibhishana asked him to give the idol which Rama was performing prayers every day. See, he kept in his puja room every day. So it was there in Raghuvamsham, in Ikshvaku Vamsham, so offering prayers for that. So the same Shivaling, I mean the same Sriman Narayana, so when he was coming back, so he wanted to take bath at the river Kaveri, and he should not keep the idol on the earth. So that was the condition. So till today, when he reached to Sri Lanka, till then he should not keep that idol on the ground. So there was one boy who was there at the banks of the river, so who was Ganesha. So he called him and he requested him, please hold this for some time. I will take bath and do Anustanam and come back and take back this idol. So at that time, so he went to take bath in the river. So he with a condition. So he started counting numbers. He was not able to reach to collect the idol back. So just he kept down. So that's very holy place. We call that as Srirangam. So there is a close connection. So between Lord Sri Rama and Srirangam. So which is the first place of Divyadeshams. So Srirangam. So we have an history of more than 5,000 years for that temple. But the sanctum, the idol, is there for many yugas. So you see, it was in Tretayagam. So from that time, so till today, so we can see that holy Lord and the holy temple. So like this. So these Divyadeshams. So when you look at the structures, which was built thousands of years back. So there were no technology, so no missions at that time. If you look at it, so definitely it is a miracle. So it is a great miracles. So very big temples and very good infrastructure, very good structures, and also the carvations, so very, very quality, and nowadays it's very hard to do that type of work. So they offered, they did, and such a Divyadeshams. If somebody asks us what are Divyadeshams, we may not able to answer. So Divyadeshams are like this, and these are the Divyadeshams. So unfortunately, so the people who are ruling our countries, they were not promoted and not published these temples. They ignored all the temples, all these great works. So as a result, our present generations are not able to know about that very holy and Divyadeshams. So 106th Divyadesham, 107th Divyadesham is Kshetrasagaram, 108th Divyadesham is Vaikuntham. And we have one more Divyadesham. So that is maybe 106th Divyadesham. So that is Muktinatha Swami, which is in Nepal, which is at the banks of the river Gandaki. So very holy place. And so these are all 108 Divyadeshams. So the Alvas, so as through their Nalayar Divya Prabandhams, so it's very familiar. They keep chanting so on special occasions, and so through them these Divyadeshams came out, and with the blessings of the Lord, so we are able to know about Divyadeshams today. So if you want to say something about Divyadeshams, so that is these Divyadeshams which came out through all the Alvas. So Lord Rama. So we know in Treta Yugam, Lord Dasharatha at the age of 60,000 years. So he had everything and he don't had kids. He was very much disturbed by that. So and one day he consulted Vasishtha Maharshi, who is Kulopurohit of Ayodhya, and he asked him, so please suggest. So I want kids. So what should I do to get kids? So as Vasishtha Maharshi suggested, to perform Putrakamesti Yajna. The Putrakamesti Yajna, and also he suggested to request Rishyasringa Mahamani to perform. He is an able Rishi who can perform this Yajnam. So Dasharatha went to Rishyasringa, and the Rishyasringa Mahamani accepted to perform this Putrakamesti Yajna. So before starting this Yajnam, he did some Upadesham to Dasharatha. So that particular place, so which is one of the Dividesham, which is called Tirupullani. So one of the very holy place, so which is near Rameshwaram. So Ramanathpuram, you know, so it is just 10 kilometers from Ramanathpuram. So Rameshwaram, our great Abdul Kalam, our Indian president who born there, he was there, and that is the place. And this Tirupullani, just 10 kilometers from that place, so where Rishyasringa gave Upadesham to Dasharatha Maharaja. So even before starting that Putrakamesti Yajna, so that's this place, Tirupullani. We call this as Darbashayanam. So Darbashayanam temple, we can call that as it. We have to both the names. So the local people used to call it as Tirupullani, and so many people, many devotees, many it is very familiar as Darbashayan. So let us know about this very holy place, Tirupullani. So it mentions like this. Te Pullani Pure tu Pippalanaga Sri Chaknati Tanchite Kalyana Khabimana Madhyanilagaha Kalyana Valli Priyaha Te Pullani Pure tu Pippalanaga Sri Chaknati Tanchite Kalyana Khabimana Madhyanilagaha Kalyana Valli Priyaha Kalyana Jagata Prabhu Vijagate Praganano Rajate Ullaranya Maharshi Sevita Tanuhu Yetyah Kalidveshinaha Kalyana Jagata Prabhu Vijagate Praganano Rajate Ullaranya Maharshi Sevita Tanu Yetyah Kalidveshinaha. So this very holy temple. So how they are describing this one is, so Pullani, the name of the place, Pullani Nagare, Sri, so Thiru Pullani. Thiru in the sense always it is called as Sri, so Mahalakshmi. Tirupati, Tirumala, so Thiru Tani, Thiru Pullani, so like that. So Thiru is always Sri. So this Pullani is the place, name of that place. So Nagare, Pure means that the place, and which is located on the mountain Pippala. So mountain's name is Pippala, and so the Sri Chakra Chakran Titham Kite. So Sri Chakram is the Pushkarini. So we have the main deity's name here as Adi Jagannatha Swami, and the Utsav Murtis. You see in the holy places, in the temples, so the deity, separate deity name will be there, and we have some different names for Utsav Murtis. So we keep offering prayers to the main deity, like doing abhishekams and all. And if you want to do utsavams like this, so taking the Lord, coming around the temple and coming around the streets, so we use Utsav Murtis. So the name of the Utsav Murtis Lord's name is Kalyana Jagannathan, and the mothers, so Ammavar Peru, mother's name is Kalyanavalli Tayar, and Utsav Murti Ammavar, so Tayar's name is Padmasini Tayar. And we have so many Pushkarinis here, so many lakes, Pushkarinis, in the temple campus. We have Hematirtham, Chakratirtham, Agastya Tirtham, Hamsa Tirtham, Varuna Tirtham, Aruna Tirtham, and Ramatirtham. So we have so many Pushkarinis here. And the main deity is Vimana Gopuram, so by name Kalyana Vimanam. And also we have Sthalaruksham, Ashwatta Ruksham. So we call that Ashwatta Raviman Ashwatta Ruksham. And the Lord appeared in front of Pullaranya Maharshi and the king of the ocean, Samudra Raju. And there is one more Maharshi, Devala and Khanva. So the Lord appeared in front of them. And the posture of the Lord in this place is standing posture, and he is looking towards east. And it is very familiar as Pullaranya Kshetram and also Ratnagara Kshetram. And one of the Alvar by name Tirumangai Alvar did Mangala Shasanams for this Kshetram, in this Kshetram. Here in Tirupallani, so once upon a time, there was one Rishi by name Devala. So he was, when he was doing Pradakshina, Bhu Pradakshina, he came to that place and he inspired with that place, because that place is fully covered by Durva. So Durva, a type of grass, Darba, we use in prayers, Darba. So Durva, and so all the banks of that river, the lakes, and the temple was covered by this Durva. So just by looking that, he was inspired and he decided to do tapasya there. And he sat for tapasya for several years. While he was doing tapasya, 7 Devakanyas came there. So to disturb his tapas. So there was one lake beside that where he was doing tapasya, and they were taking bath in that. So they removed all the cloths and doing a bath, and so he was not even care. They didn't care for that. You see, Maharshis, so they never care for any disturbances like this. They always keep focus on their tapasya. So even though, so these 7 Devakanyas, so doing bagging, and they were throwing some water drops on the Maharshi. So he bear all these things, and at one stage he get angry on them and open his eyes, and he cursed them. See, by using your beautiful faces, beautiful bodies, you are disturbing like that. So your beautiful faces are attracted by so many Maharshis, and you are disturbing the yagnams or tapasya. So from today, so your faces will be ugly. So that's how he cursed. So they got feared and surrendered to his feet. And they requested him to do some favor for them to come out of this curse. So he suggested to meet one more Maharshi by name Pullaranya Maharshi. So this Pullaranya Maharshi is very familiar and is very powerful Maharshi. So he also did tapasya there at that kshetram, so Pullaranya kshetram. So Lord Sakshat Srimannarayana appeared in a tree, on a tree, so which is that Ashwatha tree. So the Maharshi had darshanam, but he requested him to give full Nijarupa darshanam. So again, the Lord appeared as Adi Jagannatha Swami. So Adi Jagannatha means, Adi means so many years so back, and so he appeared by holding so Dhanudbhanam, Shankam and Chakram, So the Maharshi requested him to bless this kshetram, that particular place. So he requested the Lord to be there as an Archavatar. So that's how Lord, so Adi Jagannatha, since that day, so stayed there in the form of Archamurti, and he keep blessing the whole universe. So these Kanyas, Deva Kanyas, who cursed by this Devala, came to Pullaranya, and so for what Pullaranya suggested to that 7 Deva Kanyas, you see, I don't have any power to relieve from that curse. So be here and be doing tapasya for some time here. So one day Lord Rama will come here and he will bless you. So that's what he suggested for Devakanyas. So they resided at the banks of the rivers by doing tapasya. And so we know Lord Rama. So after his education and after getting marriage, and the Kaikeyi, to keep up his father Dasharatha's words, he went to Aranyavasam. So during that Aranyavasam, so he visited so many rishis like Sharavanga Maharshi, Sutiksha Maharshi, Agastya Maharshi, Sudarshana Maharshi, like so many Maharshis, so many ashrams, and also he keep traveling the whole Bharatakandam. So that's how he blessed the whole country by visiting so personally, and at that time he visited these temples as well. Charitam Raghunathasya Chatakoti Pravistaram Ekaikam Aksharam Pumsam Mahapatakanaşam. The lamas, just if we chant him, if we do Nama Sankirtanam of Lord Rama, so we will be blessed. And also the holy Ramayanam, so it says about Rama, each and every letter is having such a power to relieve all our sins. Such a powerful scripture is Ramayanam, the holy Grantham. And in that Grantham, so they mentioned about, Valmiki Maharshi mentioned how Rama visited all these Bharatakandam by walking in Aranyavasam. So what happened? So Ravana came to Chitrakutam and he captured Sita and took her to Sri Lanka. And Rama, Lakshmana met. So these Hanuman and Sugriva. And so then Hanuman went to Lanka and he searched Sita and came back. And with the help of Sugriva, all the Vanara Sainyam with Rama so started traveling, so reaching to Sri Lanka. And they came to one particular place, which is Tiruppallani. They stopped there, which is at the banks of the ocean. So here, Tiruppallani, so we have Rama. So what Rama did here is, he came to that place And first he visited that Adi Jagannatha Swami, and he offered prayers for Adi Jagannatha Swami. So as a result, see, Adi Jagannatha gave him Dhanudbhanam. So that's in Stalapuranam. So, but in Ramayanam, Agastya Maharshi, so he gave that that one. But here in Stalapuranam, so he gave that Dhanudbhanam, and by using that Dhanudbhanam, he killed Ravana. So that is one thing. So this very familiar about. And one more thing. So Vibhishana, see all the ministers of Ravana. So whatever you see, ministers should be like this. So why ministers? The king should have ministers in the sense the minister has to guide them whenever the king don't take proper decisions or proper plannings. Unfortunately, whatever Ravana planned and their ministers approved, but Vibhishana did not like this. He opposed that. So, but nobody listened, and Vibhishana decided to leave Lanka, and he wanted to surrender to the feet of Rama. So Vibhishana came to Rama. So when all these Vanara Sainams were at the banks of this ocean, which is the particular place Tirupullani. So Tirupullani, he came there and he surrendered to the feet of Rama, and so then so he completely explained the secrets of Ayodhya and what all the strength Ravana is having and how to defeat him. So at that time, Rama told him. So Rama told to Vibhishana, Aham hatva tashagrivam sapahastam sabhandhavam rajanantam karishyami satyameva dhabhimate. So what is suggested, whatever he may be, so Rama, Vibhishana, I am going to kill all the supporters of Ravana and also Ravana as well. And so how we can cross this ocean? Is there any way to cross this ocean? So Vibhishana suggested the only way we have to pray the ocean of the king, Samudra Raja. Vibhishana, what he said, Samudram Raghavo Raja Sharanam Gantum Arhasi. So the only way he has to bless us. So Rama, what he did is, he picked some darba, that durva, which is very familiar, that place, and he sprayed on the surface, ground, and he slept for 3 days, yoga nidra. So by keeping his head towards east and laying on that durva for 3 days, so very familiar place. And some of the king of the ocean was not appeared, even he did such a prayers. So he get angry and he got up and he removed his Brahmastram, and at that time Samudra appeared in front of him, and he told that he is going to cooperate, so for their journey. So that's how they built that Setu, Rama Setu. No, Setu Himalayam. So this word is there for so many yugas. So that Setu, is from Tretayuga. But the Setu, so we can see through Google, we can, it is visible now. So NASA posted that pictures in the Google, so that Rama Setu, very familiar Setu, so which is just 4 kilometers from this Tirupullani. So you can see even today. So that's such a place. And so Rama Setu, that's how they built, and they traveled with all Vanars into Lanka. So, and so we know the further story from there. And then, so as I said, this is the place where Vibhishana surrendered to the feet of the Rama, and this is the place where Rama slept for 3 days. And we have one temple here. in Tirupullani, so beside this Adi Jagannatha Swami, there is one of the so many sanctums in the temple campus itself. So in that sanctum, one sanctum, we have Darbha Shayana. So just Rama is lying down like this, so facing his head towards east, and in that posture, so there is one sanctum, and also through his navel, so three creepers like so came out. So as one is as Brahma, and the other moon and sun, Surya and Chandra. And also on the walls, so we have Madhu Kaitaba demons, and also Sundopa Sundas, so they were also the demons. So, and at the feet of Lord Rama in the sanctum, we can see Sukha and Saranas. So they are Vanaras. So we can see them as well. And we have Bhrigu Maharshi and Markandeya Maharshi also appeared at the Rama's feet. So, and near to that place, we can see Rama keep praying, Anjaneya keep praying Lord Rama. So we can see Hanuman as well there. And also, so in front of this temple, there is one more temple, so Pattabhiramachandra Swami's Parivaram in that sanctum. So in that sanctum, we can find Sita, Lakshmana, Hanuman, Ramachandra Swami in the Pattabhishekam posture. And beside that, towards north of that place, the temple, we can see Lord Krishna's temple as the Lord's name is Santana Gopala Swami. Santana Gopala Swami temple. He appears as Balakrishna. So Balakrishna, who is standing on Adishesha. So this Adishesha is keep bearing by 8 elephants. So 8 directions. And these elephants are bared by the Adi Kurmam at the bottom. So Kurmam, the tortoise, will be there. So on that tortoise, there will be 8 elephants. So on that, Adishesha will be there. And on that Adishesha, this Balagopala, Santana Gopala Swami will be there. If you see in Ramayanam, so we have these elephants keep bearing the earth. So in 8 different directions. So the same posture we can find at this place. So this Sri Krishna, in Tirupullani. So those who don't have kids, till today, so they keep offer prayers by doing Naga Pratishtha there. So they keep offer Naga Pratishtha. And also, so if we do darshan of this Setu, even today, so all Brahma Hatyadi doshans will be relieved. So that's what it says. So if you visit that temple, and if we have darshan of that Setu, till today we can see that so all these Brahma Hatya doshans will be get relieved. So that is the Sthalapurana. And by doing darshan, while doing darshan, they suggested to chant this shlokam. So let us chant this shlokam now. Raghuvira padanyasa pavitre kutapan save dachakanta shidachedam hetave setave namaha. Raghuvira padanyasa pavitre kutapan save dachakanta shidachedam Etave setave namaha. Ketave Ramachandrasya mokshamargaika hetave Sitaya manasam bhoja anave setave namaha. Etave Ramachandrasya mokshamargaika hetave Sitaya manasam bhoja anave setave namaha. So we are praying that Setu as, oh, the great Setu, you gave way to Rama to cross this ocean, and you made Sita to get together with Rama, and such a Setu, I am praying you. So I'm doing namaskaram to you. So that's the prayers, and that is this very familiar Tirupullani. That's even these temples. So we have an history, thousands of years. So not what is that? Pauranically. So Pauranikanga, we have several thousands of years, and if you see this, we have history for this temple like yugas. So this temple is there for about 72 yugas. Yugas in the sense, so we have 4 yugas. So that is Kruta Yugam, Treta Yugam, Dwapara Yugam, and Kali Yugam. So this Kruta Yugam, so we have 17,28,000 life for that lifespan for that. And Treta Yugam, it is having 12,96,000 years. So Dwapara Yugam, 8,64,000 years. And Kali Yugam, 4,32,000 years. So this is one cycle of Yugam. We all together we call this as Mahayugam. So this 72 Mahayugams back, so this temple is there. So since that, so many years, so we cannot count this. So such an holy places, all these places, and also Lord Rama so visited this place, and this is how Lord Rama so blessed with all these 108 Divideshams. So Jai Shri Ram.
Namaste Guru Garu. It's really a great opportunity to listen about 108 Divideshams with me blessings Sunday. So on behalf of all the devotees and Seva group, our Pada Vandanal Meekandi. So with that, really, we are collecting those golden memories of your visit in person to all 106 Divideshams back in 2016. So with that, we will make sure that we get all the questions answered from the devotees. And Jigisha Garu, we can coordinate for the questions.
Guru Garki emana questions ante please raise your hand or unmute yourself and you can ask andi. Shirin Garu, you can ask.
విశ్వశృంగి ముని గారు మన దశరథ మహారాజు గారికి బోధన చేశారన్నారు కదా గురుగారు పుత్రకామేష్టి వ్రతం. కానీ అయోధ్య వచ్చి నార్త్, ఇదే మన పుల్లిన్ అదే మన ఈ టెంపుల్ ఇప్పుడు మనం మాట్లాడుకున్న దివ్యదేశం 106 అది వచ్చి కింద కదా గురుగారు, సౌత్ సైడ్. అంటే ఎలా అంటే దశరథ్ మహారాజు ఇటు వచ్చారా?
అమ్మా అక్కడ ఏంటంటే సో ఆ సమయంలో వాళ్ళు ఒక మంచి ప్లేస్ ని చూస్ చేసుకుని అక్కడికి వచ్చి ఉపదేశం చేశారు. సో మనకి డిస్టెన్స్ కాదు మనకి అక్కడ. సో ది ప్లేస్ ది చూస్ అండ్ సో వాట్ హౌ ఆ మంత్రోపదేశం ఎలా చేశారు అనేటువంటిది మన స్థల పురాణంలో చెప్తున్నారు. విశ్వశృంగ మహాముని పుత్రకామేష్టి యజ్ఞం మొదలు ఆయనకు ఉపదేశం చేసిండేటువంటి స్థలము. అంటే ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి స్వామి ఆది జగన్నాథ స్వామి దర్శనం చేసుకొని అక్కడ మంత్రోపదేశం చేసుకొని సో మన వెనక్కి వెళ్ళి వాళ్ళు పుత్రకామేష్టి యజ్ఞం చేశారు అని మనం అర్థం చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఇంకోటి చెప్పేది కూడా మర్చిపోయాను నేను. యాక్చువల్లీ మన సీతారాం పరివారం, సో మన పరివారము ఇక్కడ తిరుపల్లాని క్షేత్రానికి మనం పోయాము. అక్కడ ఆ పుష్కరంలో స్వామికి అభిషేకాలు చేసి మనం అక్కడ పూజలు చేసుకొని మన సీతారాముల పరివారం విజిట్ చేశారండి. సో వాళ్ళ ద్వారా సో మాకందరికి ఒక అవకాశం వచ్చింది, స్వామివారిని కలిసే చూసేటువంటి దర్శనం చేసుకునే అవకాశం కలిగిందని చెప్పి.
మాకందరికి ఎప్పుడు అవకాశం దొరుకుద్దో గురుగారు, రామసేతుకి దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి అక్కడ ఈ శ్లోకం చదవటం, రాముల వారు అడుగుపెట్టిన ప్రదేశంలోకి వెళ్ళటం వినటానికి బాగుంది గురుగారు.
మా శ్రీరమ్మా సమ్మర్ రెడీ అయిపోమ్మా, సమ్మర్ రెడీ అయిపోమ్మా. గుడ్. ఇంకేదైనా క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయమ్మా పృథ్వీ?
జై శ్రీరామ్ గురువు గారు.
జై శ్రీరామ్.
ఇక్కడ ఇది మొదటి దివ్య దేశం, ఇది 106వ దివ్య దేశం అట్లా నంబర్స్ ఎట్లా పెట్టారు గురువు గారు? అంటే ఏజ్ పట్ట లేకపోతే ఇంకేమన్నా ఆర్డరింగ్ ఉందా గురువు గారు?
అంటే మన ఈ ప్రబంధాన్ని, నాలాగ దివ్య ప్రబంధాన్ని తీసుకుంటూ ముఖ్యంగా మనకి దాని ఏజ్ బట్టి కూడా ఉంటుంది. సో ఆలయం అనుకుంటాను నేను. సో నంబర్స్ వాళ్ళు ఇస్తూ వెళ్ళారు మనకి. సో ఏ దీంతో ఇస్తారు అంటే, సో ముందుగా వాళ్ళు ఏ టెంపుల్కి విజిట్ చేశారు, తర్వాత ఏది విజిట్ చేశారు, తర్వాత ఎక్కడికి పోయారు, తర్వాత ఏ టెంపుల్కి పోయి పాటలు పాడారు అనేది లిస్ట్ తీసుకున్నట్టున్నారు వాళ్ళు. సో దాన్ని తీసుకుని దాని ఆధారంగా చేసుకుని ఈ నంబర్లు పెట్టారు. 1 2 3 4 5 అనేటువంటిది కింద నుంచి భూలోకం నుంచి సో మనకి పరమపదం వరకు పెట్టిండేటువంటి సీరియల్ నంబర్స్. అలా ప్రదక్షిణంగా చేసుకొని, ఇంకొక విచారం ఏంటంటే, మనము ఆ దివ్యదేశ యాత్ర చేసినప్పుడు మన వాలంటీర్స్ మ్యాప్ కూడా గీశారు. సో మ్యాప్ గీస్తే మనకి ఎలా వచ్చింది అంటే, రామచంద్ర స్వామి ధనుసు పట్టుకొని నిలబడుకుంటే ఎలా ఉంటుందో ఆ షేప్ కూడా వచ్చింది ఆ దివ్యదేశాలు. సో ఒకసారి మన వెబ్సైట్లో పెట్టారు పిక్చర్, టైం ఉన్నప్పుడు చూడండి. సో మన దివ్యదేశ యాత్రలో వచ్చిండేటువంటి ఆ మ్యాప్, సో రాముల వారు ధనుసు పట్టుకొని నిలబడుకుంటే ఎలా ఉంటారో అలా కనిపిస్తారు. సో అది దట్స్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ది బ్లెస్సింగ్స్ అండ్ అలా ఉన్నాయి రండి.
థ్యాంక్ యూ గురుగారు.
జై శ్రీరామ్. బాగుందండి.
ఎవరికన్నా క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయండి? ఐ థింక్ అంతే గురుగారు.
షూర్ అమ్మా. శ్రీధర్.
జై శ్రీరామ్ గురువు గారు, చాలా బాగుంది ఈరోజు దివ్య దేశం గురించి. ఒక చిన్న క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటంటే, నాకు ఇప్పుడు నారాయణుడు ఆదిశేషుడి మీద శయనిస్తూ ఉంటారు అని చెప్తారు కదా, కానీ ఇప్పుడు దక్షిణాయనంలో క్షీరసాగరంలో ఉంటారు, ఉత్తరాయణంలో వైకుంఠంలో ఉంటారు అని చెప్పారు. కానీ అంటే ఎప్పుడు ఆదిశేషుడి మీదే ఉంటారు కదా, అంటే ఎప్పుడు ఆ క్షీరసాగరం మీద ఉన్నట్టే చూపిస్తూ ఉంటారు. సో వైకుంఠం అనేది అంటే అది క్షీరసాగరం కాని ప్లేసా, లేకపోతే అక్కడ? అది నాకు చిన్న క్వశ్చన్.
వైకుంఠం అనేటువంటిది క్షీరసాగరం కాదండి. వైకుంఠం అనేటువంటిది ఆ పరవాసుదేవుడు ఉండేటువంటి ఒక స్థలం. ఆయన అక్కడ కూడా ఆయనకు ఆసనము ఏమి ఆదిశేషుడే. సో ఆదిశేషుడు అందుకోసమే నీళ్ళను ఉంటారు, ఆయన బయట ఉంటారు. ఆయన ఏమంటారు దాని అనిమల్స్ ని, బోత్ లివ్ ఇన్ వాటర్ అండ్ అర్త్ అండి. ఏమంటారు ఆ అనిమల్స్ పేరు ఏమంటారు? అక్వాటిక్ అంటారు కదా, ఆంఫీబియన్స్. ఎక్సలెంట్, ఆంఫీబియన్స్ అంటారు కదా. ఒక వైకుంఠంలో ఉండేటప్పుడు ఆయన ఆదిశేషుడు ఏమంటారండి, పరవాసుదేవ స్వరూపం. మనకి డిఫరెంట్ ప్లేసెస్ గా చెప్పారు. అంటే ఇక్కడ క్షీరసాగరం అనేటువంటిది ఒక క్షేత్రం, వైకుంఠం అనేటువంటిది మరొక క్షేత్రం. సో వైకుంఠంలో ఉన్నప్పుడు పరవాసుదేవ స్వరూపం, ఆయన క్షీరసాగరంలో ఉన్నప్పుడు వ్యూహనారాయణ స్వరూపం. అదండి. మన తిరుప్పావళి కూడా మనకి ఆ గోదాదేవి దీని గురించి చెప్తూ వస్తుంది. గోదాదేవి మనకి ఏంటంటే మొదటి పాశంలో నారాయణనే నమక్కే పరే తరువాన్ అనేటువంటి ఒక దీంతో ఇక్కడ చెప్పుకూ వస్తుంది మనకి. తర్వాత పార్కడల్ పై తిన్న పరమరణిపాడి అని చెప్పేటువంటిది రెండో భాషలో చెప్తూ ఆ ఒక క్షీరసాగరాన్ని గురించి కూడా ఆ తల్లి మనకి చెప్తూ వస్తుంది. ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఈ 5 స్వరూపాలు కూడా ఆ తల్లి 5 శ్లోకాలు ఫస్ట్ 5 భాషల్లో చెప్తూ వస్తుంది. గుడ్ అండి.
శ్రీవల్లి అడుగుతున్నట్టుందండి.
నాన్న శ్రీవల్లి
క్వశ్చన్ కాదు కానీ పోతన భాగవతంలో దీని మీద ఒక పద్యం ఉంది.
అవునమ్మా చెప్పనన్నా చెప్పండి పాడు.
వైకుంఠ పురంబులో నగరిలో ఆమూల సౌదంబుదాపల మందారవనాంతరామృత సరః ప్రాంతేందు కాంతోపలోత్పల పర్యంక రమా వినోదియగు ఆపన్న ప్రసన్నుండు విహ్వల నాగేంద్రము పాహి పాహి అన కొయ్యాలించి సంరంభియై.
అర్థం చెప్తున్నా, అది దానికి అర్థం కూడా తెలుసు కదా నీకు.
అంటే అక్కడ వైకుంఠంలో ఉన్న ఆ విష్ణుమూర్తిలో లోపల ఉన్నది ఒక భవనము. ఆ భవనాన దగ్గర ఒక మందార పూల తోట. అప్పుడు అక్కడ ఒక పాన్పు మీద విష్ణుదేవుడు పడుకుని ఉన్నాడు. అప్పుడు రమాదేవితో కబుళ్ళు చెప్పుకుంటూ ఉంటే అప్పుడు కింద నుంచి గజేంద్రుడు పాహి పాహి అని అరిస్తుంటే ఏమీ చెప్పకుండా లక్ష్మీ అమ్మవారు చీర పట్టుకుని పరిగెత్తేశాడు.
ఎక్సలెంట్ అమ్మా. శ్రీవల్లవ చాలా చక్కగా చెప్తారండి, అద్భుతంగా చెప్తారు వాళ్ళు. ఎక్సలెంట్ అన్న. శ్రీధర్ చూడండి, ఆ వైకుంఠం గురించి ఆ పాప ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చెప్పింది ఇప్పుడు ఎలా ఉంటుంది, ఎక్కడ అనేటువంటిది. గుడ్ అమ్మా, ఎక్సలెంట్. యా, మంచిదండి. ఇంకేదైనా ఉందా క్వశ్చన్ ఉంటే తీసుకుందాం, లేదంటే కన్క్లూడ్ చేద్దాం.
ఒక్కసారి అండి గురువు గారు, జగీష గారు, కెన్ యూ ప్లీజ్ గో హెడ్ అండ్ అనౌన్స్ అబౌట్ ద ఫ్యూచర్ ఎన్రోల్మెంట్స్ అండి, దోస్ హు ఆర్ ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ పార్టిసిపెంట్స్.
జై శ్రీరామ్ అండి అందరికి. ఫార్ ద ఫ్యూచర్, ఇఫ్ మీకు participate as an Atithi, please reach out to the Seva team andi. This is an excellent platform to express your thoughts and what you have learned. So kindly reach out. And also there's ongoing registration for other Seva activities andi, for Nitya Puja, for Ekadasi. So please see our website. There's information on all the activities that are going on currently. Jai Shri. Closing prayers cheyachandi Guru garu.
యా, మంచిదమ్మా. క్లోజింగ్ పేజ్. స్వస్తి ప్రజాభ్య పరిపాలయంతాం న్యాయేన మార్గేణ మహీమహీషాః గోబ్రాహ్మణేభ్యః శుభమస్తు నిత్యం. లోకాః సమస్తాః సుఖినో భవంతు. సర్వే జనాః సుఖినో భవంతు. తమత్తన్మంగళాని భవంతు. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. జై శ్రీరామ్.
జై శ్రీరామ్ అండి అందరికి.
జై శ్రీరామ్.
జై శ్రీరామ్ గురు గారు.
జై శ్రీరామ్.
జై శ్రీరామ్ గురువు గారు.
Thank you, Srivalli. Your narration was really good.
ధన్యవాదములు.
Thank you, Nana. It's so nice.
థ్యాంక్ యూ ఆంటీ.